We have been on career milestone watch all year. We knew coming into the season that Manheim Central's Maddie Nyer was kind of tracking down the scoring history over there in Manheim. She finally did it. It was last night in the District 3 playoffs, opening round for the Lady Barons. I was able to get over there and check things out. Only needed 4 to tie, 5 to pass Hillary Waltman. And this is kind of what happened. And then she also talked to us afterwards.
I'm definitely feeling the pressure just because I'm aware of the numbers. I really can't be unaware of them at this point. So there's a little bit of pressure there, but I try my best not to think about it and just get that team win like we did today. So we accomplished the goal, and that's really all I can ask for. I think it's going to hit me more after the season because I really just can't think about scoring records right now, as crazy as it sounds. I just can't. That can't be the center of my attention. I mean, winning games and playing as a team has to be, what I think about the most, and that's what we did tonight. So I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, she must have been an incredible player. I wish I would have been able to see her play, but now Taylor Funk's in the back of my mind and his record, so that's exciting.
We knew coming in that with 5 points Maddie she would break that record tonight, which is an incredible a record that she accomplished scoring. I mean, when you really just take a second and sit back and think about it, it's an unbelievable accomplishment. Just that I feel lucky to have coached her for one season and just have watched her the last couple of years. It's just one of those things where, years from now, 10, 20 years from now, you'll be able to look back, assuming that record still holds, and be like, I watched that player, I coached that player, and it's just pretty cool. It's been held for so long, but again, she's put in all the time, effort, dedication to basketball. I think no better person to get it than her.
All right, guys, all of us have spent some considerable time watching her career, and now we get to see just a couple games away from her career ending. She passes the girls' all-time scoring record. Eric, you kind of noticed at an early going when she jumped onto the scene that she was going to be something special. Here we are setting one record and more to come. Your thoughts on this major milestone for Maddie Nyer?
I thought that there would have been more attention drawn to it. I mean, the fact that she got it right at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter, then at the end, that ends the quarter and everybody goes to the bench. Now, they did make an announcement, which, is well-deserved, but I thought there would have been maybe more fanfare, but, that's just an outsider. I think that's, scoring 1,000 points is a milestone. Being an all-time scorer, I think, is pretty special as well, but I think she summed it up, though. I mean, for her, it's about the wins and losses. And, this is a team that went pretty deep last year into the districts. And I think they've got every intention of making a deep run, not only in districts, but qualifying for the state playoffs as well. And I think that loss to Columbia, when this is all said and done, could be a turning point for this team. Because, let's face it, that was a humbling loss to the Crimson Tide. And they came out last night with fire in their eyes and made a statement early on that they wanted to take control and they wanted to win this ball game from the opening.
So I will tell you from what I heard on site that the powers that be had a discussion with Maddie Nyer. She did not want to make a big deal of it. So they all, as a group, decided not to stop the game and do anything. Okay. Now, whether or not they do it, if she gets 2,000, maybe things will change, but obviously you could hear she's incredibly focused and doesn't want to make a huge deal. I agree with you. It is a huge deal, and sometimes just to kind of see some of those things, the banners, the numbers, the flowers, the balloons, it just kind of adds to all the pomp and circumstance. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye out. Hopefully I'll be able to continue to get out there and see how things go. Tim, I'd love to get your thoughts. We've covered a lot of Manheim girls over the years.
Well, first, I just want to give kudos to her parents for raising such a fine, young, and humble young lady. You could just see it during her comments. She said, look, I'm going to look back on this, but right now I'm focused on my teammates, on winning the games. And I think that's probably why she probably just didn't want any big deal. She doesn't want the focus to be on her. Yeah, she's a great player, but she wants it to be on her teammates. So congratulations to her parents, because they just did a wonderful job with her. That being said, she can score from wherever, and it was just neat to see some of those highlights that we saw, she is right there following the ball every time, Eric. She is around the basketball. You saw that. Um, she got the rebound, went right up with it. She's got so many basketball skills. And I loved what her coach said too. He is very humble. He said, you know what? We're going to look back on this and we're going to just really realize how great of a player she was. But both of them are just very humble people. And that's why they are winning, Eric. They are just focused on things. And I think you're right. Them losing in that second round of the LA playoffs might be a spark for them. It must have been like they were like thoroughbreds in the gate, just waiting to go out, being off for a week. I mean, it was what, 37-7 at one point, I believe.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the game that they wanted. But the great credit to her. My shout out would go to her parents and to Maddie herself. When you get to 2,000, please let them stop the game and give you the kudos that you deserve. 2,000 points is a huge, huge milestone. I think only 8 girls have ever done that in the LL League, 8 or 7.
Yeah. In my notes, 7 girls, only 7 have ever accomplished the 2,000 mark. Maddie would be the 8th if she were to hit that, and would be joining some amazing names. Let's show you another amazing name that she is chasing down in Manheim Central history. She passed Hillary. She said that she was tracking down Taylor Funk. She's only 25 points away from that barren all-time record, a school scoring record, Eric. Does she do it on Friday? Does she do it next Monday? Quick thoughts as Maddie Nair continues to chase more history. It would be Taylor Funk first, then the 2,000 mark and beyond.